Hey, it's Brigzar, and I've been at work for the last 30 hours. We can't handle the snow down here in Georgia, so I could not make it back home. Did make it back to a place where I could sleep and stay warm, but it was not my bed in my house. So anyway, I'm going to cover some back questions while I got some time on my hand here, waiting for things to thaw out. All right, the first one is by Brick Designs, and he had asked this question earlier, and I really can't find the original question. I remember him asking it, but it was about organizing my basement in a way where I could find everything, having everything sorted. And believe me, I lose stuff all the time or forget where I have it. And yes, I do want to get it organized. It's gotten out of hand as it's grown. I used to know where everything was, and I don't really have a system. But I'm going to start using Brickstore to keep track of my personal inventory as well as my Bricklink inventory. I know exactly where everything is in my Bricklink store. I don't know where everything is in my personal, so I want to use Brickstore to help me do that. All right, and Webhead Studios ask, are you registered on any Lego-related websites such as Brickset, Brickset Forum, etc.? Well, yes, I am on Brickset. I don't do forums pretty much on any site, even Bricklink, Brickset, Lugnet, but I'm on Lugnet, Piron, Brickpicker, but I don't. Brickpicker is kind of a useless site to me. It's Brickpicker is for people who buy sealed sets and sell sealed sets, and the prices are not reflective of the actual real values because they're harvested from eBay, and those anyway. It's not a useful site to me, so I don't usually use Brickpicker, and those are the main ones. Piron, Lugnet, Brickset are the main ones I use. All right, here Peyton Green asks, Bat, if this is not too personal, does They Might Be Bricks make money off his YouTube channel, or do you only? No, he does make money, and that is his money. He's not old enough to have it put in his account right now, but he used the money that he's made to buy him an Xbox. So I'd rather him save the money, but yeah, it's his money. All right, the next one is by Lego Bricks 14, who asks, how old were you when you got your first set? Now, I don't know for sure, but based on the years of productions of the sets that I own, I was probably 7. I always felt like it was earlier than that, like 6, but it looks like I was probably 7 when I got my first Lego set. All right, Mardi Gras Man 2-3. We were talking about the train sets I had in another episode, it was one of the bad episodes I was talking about the train sets. He said, how many different stations do you have? And that's one of my regrets, is that I sold 2 of the best stations, the red one and the yellow one, from the 9-volt theme. I don't have those anymore, and I need to reacquire those. So I don't have a lot of train stations, probably less than 10. And I don't know if you can count some of the train crossings as train stations. They got a little shack next to the track, so that's not really a station. It's just a little place for the worker who's working the crossing. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of train stations anymore. All right, and here's another one by Mardi Gras Man 2-3, and I actually thought about doing this as its own video, but since I'm tied up here, trapped and can't go anywhere, I'll just cover it quickly here. Maybe go into detail at another time. I don't know. It's which of your videos has the most view? Is it the rare 2x4 brick? No, it is not the rare 2x4 brick. And of course, the views is public information, so we can talk about the views because everybody can see the views. But some of the other details I'm not supposed to reveal with the AdSense. But the views, as far as views, the one with the most views is the Spencer and Sir Topham hat set. I think it's 3353. The Duplo set has the most views. In fact, I think 8 of the top 10 videos I have are all Thomas. No, they're not Thomas. They're all Duplo sets, with most of those being Thomas and Friends sets. And the 2x4 red brick is in the top 20. But I don't think it's in the top, no, it's not in the top 10 even of my most viewed videos. But it's got a lot more views than I ever expected. Made that in a moment of frustration, and it really paid off, let me tell you. Alright, next up is Brick Reviews 99. He's been subscribed a long time to my channel. But he asked, what is your favorite Lego vehicle set? And that's a tough call for me because I like bulldozers, I like garbage trucks, I like campers. So it'd probably be a camper. It's hard for me to say. I do like the T1 camper van, the creator build of that. That's probably my favorite vehicle. I think that one's my favorite. All right, we got a few questions here, but Roger Chacon asked, do you have Mr. Gold? No. And, oh, I lost the question. Somebody else asked me, do I plan on buying Mr. Gold? No. And what's your worst minifigure and your most rare? I would say, if I had Mr. Gold, it would be the worst. No, I'm just kidding. Probably anything Jack Stone is the worst. And then my most rare is the original Watto, I believe. That's probably the one as far as value is probably my most rare. I don't have a lot of the super exclusive ones like you get at the San Diego Comic Con or anything like that. And then I got some more questions here on this same page. One from the Brick Adjuster. What does They Might Be Giants mean? They Might Be Giants is a movie. It's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes type movie with George C. Scott. And it was a horrible movie, and it is the movie that the band They Might Be Giants got their name from. And that's where They Might Be Giants comes from, and that's how we came up with They Might Be Bricks. We just changed giants to bricks. And then he also asked, what Star Wars Ultimate Collector series do you have? That's UCS. But, and which ones do you have that you sold? Well, I had the ones that I got now, the original X-Wing fighter and the TIE fighter. I owned those in the past, sold them all. And then the ones I have now I got from Mardi Gras Man 2-3. And is the Yoda set, is that a Ultimate Collector series? Have that. It's really a sculpture. So those are the ones I had. I never got the big TIE Fighter set. Not TIE Fighter, the big Millennium Falcon. Never got it. Wish I'd gotten that one. That's the one I wish I'd gotten. And this will be the last for this video, but Lego Films and More ask, what is your favorite modular building and how many do you have? I have all of them but the Parisian Restaurant. I'm waiting on double points to get the Parisian Restaurant. My favorite is probably Green Grocer. I like the Green Grocer. Grand Emporium is pretty cool too, but I'll say the Green Grocer is my favorite of the modulars, and I have all of them except for the Parisian, which will probably change the next time we have double points. So that's this episode of BAT. No fancy special effects. I'm kind of trapped where I'm at, so I don't know when I'll be uploading this, but keep the questions coming. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Thanks for watching. This is Brickzar.